Okay, I did a video on what I think about contract climbers in the state of North Carolina and the state of South Carolina. And somebody commented to me and said, what do I consider a contract climber? What do I consider a contract climber? I consider a contract climber somebody that has his own workers' comp, his own general liability, all his own saws, all his own rigging. He don't need to borrow nothing from me. Nothing. And he's capable of handling any size project, any type of project that I may put on his list. That's what I consider a contract climber. I don't consider a contract climber one that comes to the job and be like, oh, I can't do that. Or, oh, I've never done that. Oh, yeah, that's not a contract climber to me. One that second guesses himself, that's not a contract climber to me. Contract climber is ready to handle any size, any job around. No matter how big, how small it is, what the job entails, get out there and do it. That's your job. Ask certain questions. Like, there's some things that I won't mess with. Like, if it's next to, right on top of power lines, I may say let's get the power lines covered, or let's make sure we all know how we're doing this job. So that's what I consider a contract climber. I consider somebody who is that's what I consider a contract climber. I consider somebody that is sitting there doing the job, doing how the job's supposed to be done, and handling the project for the owner of the tree company. I expect him not to sit there and need $10 before he gets to the job, or needs gas money before he comes in that day. I look at a contract climber very serious. I told you, there's a handful of guys in the state of North Carolina and South Carolina that I would rely on, and that would be able to handle there's 5 guys in this state of North Carolina that can handle anything that I put in front of them, whether it be falling trees or taking down large removals, or making a mountain view without problem and without damage. Damage, in my book, is unacceptable. If you think damage isn't acceptable to this business, you need to get out of this business. Because as far as I'm concerned, damage is unacceptable. Damage will sometimes happen, but it's what defies you and how you handle it that makes you a contract climber. I have done damage before. One time I was in a rush. It's kind of the end of the day. I'd done, I think it was like 15 trees. I was like, oh, you know what? I can pull that over. I was being lazy. I got lazy at the end of the day. I set this rope. I knew I didn't have it high enough, but I felt I had enough pulling power on it, and I busted out this wooden fence. So I went to the homeowner, because I did the damage. Not the owner of the tree company did the damage. I did the damage. And I said, where did you buy that fence? And he's like, I bought it at Lowe's, and this is what it cost. So I ran down to Lowe's and I bought 2 panels. I come back. It had just been put in, so thank God it wasn't painted or stained or anything like that. And let me pay this is back. It was put in like a month ago, and they had been waiting for it. So, but it cost me I forget, man. It was a long time ago. It was like $150. But I took responsibility for the damage, and that's what makes you accountability and ethics and morals. You know what I mean? That's what defies you as a contract climber. Are you going to be that guy like, it is what it is? Or are you going to be that guy that stood up and said, I did that. I own it. I'll fix it. I will take 100% responsibility for it. That's what defies you as a contract climber. Okay? That's what I have to say. Like and subscribe, and this is gonna go to YouTube and my Instagram channel, and tell me what your thoughts are. Sorry, I'm driving. And tell me what your thoughts are on, your thoughts on contract climbers to my fellow tree brothers. Anyways, y'all be safe. Happy Saturday.